Now we stick with the curling theme. Some area residents got together for a unique Bonspiel of their own. Emmett Murphy has more.
Let's go, boys.
For 3 years, residents of Sandy Beach have run an outdoor community Bonspiel. For a month and a half, Rod Ernewine and his neighbors have built, painted, and maintained their own 2-sheet curling rink right on Sandy Beach Lake. Ernewine says the idea for the event started on a whim.
They used to do it out here years and years ago, and we thought, well, it's time to start it again. So a few of us got together and started building ice, and this is the culmination, I guess.
Great community out here at Sandy Beach, and it's kind of a long, quiet winter for a bunch of us to live out here, so we're always looking for something to do, and worked out well, and this is our third shot at it in 4 years, and turned out really good.
The interest in the Spiel has grown in the short time it's been around, expanding from 6 teams the first winter to 12 this year. Close to 60 people came out on Saturday, with numbers slightly down on Sunday due to what Ernewine calls sports injuries.
Awesome. Everybody's just having a blast. We've had fire going. We had a potluck supper up in the hall last night, and everybody's had fun.
The rink is cleared and pebbled after each 6-end game, and curlers use real rocks in their matches.
People who haven't curled in 15, 20 years curling, and there's people who curl every week, and so it's a good mix. And the ice is a little tricky, so if you're the best curler at the Lloyd Country Club, you're not necessarily the best curler out here, so that's good.
The winner of the event gets a specialized team portrait. The losers have to settle for a weekend of stories to tell and may want to watch and take tips from the Scotties and Briar for next year.
The regular season is over and the Lloydminster Bobcats are gearing up for their playoff run. But before that, the Bobcats celebrated their season success with their annual awards banquet. This was a chance for the Cats to recognize the individual and team achievements before focusing on the playoffs. In Saturday's game against the Crusaders, veteran forward Topher Flanagan scored 2 points while Kyle Harris was left off the score sheet, giving Flanagan the team's leading scorer award by just 1 assist. Flanagan also picked up the Academic Player of the Year along with Corey Chisholm, as well as the Most Improved Player. Harris, meanwhile, went home with 2 trophies, the fan favorite and the team MVP. The playoffs began Friday against Drayton Valley.
It was a nice thing to get the team together and celebrate the year that was, and obviously we have a long playoff run to pursue, but it's always good to do something like this before the playoffs, get the team together and keep things positive.
It's great to get some players recognized tonight and to keep the positive energy flowing, but we all are thinking about playoffs. It is in the back of our mind. We're really excited for it, and we can't wait to get going.
Now, what a weekend for Rustler athletics. We start with the basketball teams as they swept the Keano Huskies. The men's side improved to 20-0, would you believe it, with a 110-81 victory, a remarkable record for head coach Peter Sambu in just a short tenure. Nathan Brown led the way with a double-double, 16 points, 11 boards. This team is happy with their accomplishments thus far, but no, it's just one step to their ultimate goal.
Focus and intensity are the main things we got to keep, because we know we haven't won anything yet. We gotta go into the playoffs mentally prepared and physically prepared, rest our bodies and rest our minds and get the wins.
I'm really happy for our college. I'm really happy for our program, and these kids, they really deserve it. So in our community, so we want to share it with everybody.
For the ladies, Cam McCurley led the way with 18 points in the Rustlers' 74-51 victory over the Keano Huskies. Lakeland finishes their regular season with 7 wins in a row and clinched second with a 14-6 record in that North Division. There was a few defensive lapses, but overall a good performance by the Rustlers in time for the St. Trojans, who they play next.
Today we stuck more to our scouting report and came out with more energy and better defense than yesterday, so I think it's a good start to go into playoffs next week, because we're 4 games away from going to nationals, so we're all pumped up about that now.
I was happy with today's effort. Yesterday I thought we didn't play well defensively especially, but on the offensive end either. I thought today was more of a complete game. We started out a little sloppy, but it's nice to take that momentum going into next week to state.
Moving on to those Rustlers ladies, boy, were they great as well. They gelled at the right time. After a promising start to the season, they struggled a little bit in the months of November and December, but a strong push in that second half and a great showing in the qualifiers this past weekend. The Rustlers booked their place in provincials, defeating the King's College team 3-0.
Not a lot of confidence, kind of uneasy in the first semester, worried about making mistakes. And then in the last 3 weeks here, we've really turned a corner and come together as a team, and that confidence is now through the roof. And